Hello everyone, so this is my week 6 current event video for the 2018 Fifth Third shooting article. So just kind of kick it off here. I watched the video at the top of the article that was the body cam footage of one of the first officers there on scene. And I think for someone that really I'm not in the first responder field, I thought it was very interesting and kind of gave that extra needed insight that you don't get when you're reading the after action reports and all those other everything that's a post. You really don't get that same feeling that like you did watching the video. I think that was kind of interesting for me and kind of gave a special POV for someone that hasn't kind of been in that situation before, like kind of how they handled it and stuff like that, and getting the scene under control as the first one's there. And I think it just really shows how chaotic those situations are, right? Kind of right off the bat. I mean, they were there within minutes, and with the first officer being there very quickly and hearing the gunshots, just kind of how they were able to get there and kind of really just kind of save a lot of lives that day. And then just kind of shows how chaotic that situation is, how important the communication that we've talked about is. Even like there was, I don't know, 4 or 5 officers that were really right there ready to had their guns drawn and everything going in for the shooter. Even they were just talking to each other back and forth, making sure everybody knew what they were doing and communicating with each other. And even like that small group, how important it was there for them in that situation. But yeah, so then it goes the article starts off with talking about the number of calls they received and how well their call centers and their call takers were able to handle that situation, and the accommodations they gave to them with that increased volume, where they was said 100 more than what they would usually get in that time frame, and how those call takers were able to call back if calls were dropped or abandoned. They were able to call back, get in touch with people, staying on the line with people, that were able to kind of talk them through, keep people calm as they were in the building as it was going on. So I think that was a very important piece there, and kind of how important they are. You don't hear too much about them, but how important those call takers are in these kind of situations, and helping the public, as they're the ones really the first to hear about it. And then next was the action that the officer Eder that they mentioned, kind of the action he took, because even as he was just working as a kind of working on the traffic position, and he heard the first gunshots and just kind of immediately jumped to action, took off his reflective vest and got right in, ready to go, grabbed a shotgun out of his car and stuff, and got positioned with other officers, and ready to kind of like move in and put their lives on the line. So I think that kind of response there, I mean, who knows how many lives just him individually saved just because he was there and ready to go and like properly trained and stuff like that. And then lastly, the article was less than 2 weeks after the incident, and I think it was really important that the city was already looking to make improvements. And even the short time frame, they were going to be upping the training between the police and fire departments. So that was something specifically mentioned there. They're going to be obtaining more medical supplies for these type of incidents, and then adding the ballistics helmets to the fire department's equipment. So just like how fast the city was able to be like, look at the situation, be like, we did good, but this is how we can do better next time. And I think it's important that after all these kind of situations, you always see how you can do better. But yeah, those are my takeaways. Thanks.